Boys and people, let's talk about some parallels. With this, I mean that you and your self-identity, is a very important thing, and here's a very, very key understanding, is in your world that you must set your intentions and let go of expectations. The closest thing to the devil, there's no such thing, but the closest thing, which is a guaranteed suffering, which is evil, is expectations. Having expectations is death. It is guaranteeing that the ego, the little evil bastard, is going to use you to destroy you and destroy others. Oh, they didn't do what I want when I wanted, so that now I can abuse them, and they think that's a validating point. That you, like psychopaths, these useless, worthless piece of shit human beings, think that they can attack and abuse and react and punish you because you didn't do what they wanted, say what they wanted, when they wanted. And heaven forbid that you ever do anything that you want. Say what you want. Obviously not evil and abusive and all that sort of shit. Fuck off. If you go off and do whatever you want to do. Of course they lose their shit. So let's move out of that. And that's an expectation in another. That's having no self-worth or self-control. So you try to control others because you can't control yourself. For if you are triggered or upset by something that someone does or doesn't do, you're negating God's free will given on all. You're fucking dirt. So let go of expectations. Set your intentions for yourself in all moments. Have somebody driving this ship. So the three parallels is self-identity. Most people are here. Bloody primitive idiots. Their self-identity is on everything external that's made up. Made up. By you fucking dumb monkeys. Yeah, humans. Your self-identity is on the creation of what humans have put shit and clay together and created and made up. It's not tangible, it's just what is happening right now. And if you know anything about history, you'll know that that made up shit comes to an end real quick, and there's a reset real quick and hard. So stop having your self-identity on something so worthless and so menial. External self-identity such as my title, my age, my job, my career, my things, you fucking moron. That's not who you are. You're not these things. Now that's the third parallel. Now let's go into the second parallel, which is form. You're not even this form. Okay? You're not this form. Why would you want to identify, which is a hot topic today, why would you want to have a self-identity on such a limited, primitive, useless, short lifespan thing? Why? Why? And why would you not want to be that which you truly are, just to pretend to be something else? So that because you're too afraid to be the real thing that you fucking are. And this brings me to the first and the only parallel. The other two are delusional states of grandeur. So, you are the soul that has a body, that's experiencing existence, consciously. Well, most people are unconscious, and that hence slaves to evil, because they are not fucking healthy, they are not fucking happy, and they are not contributing anything of any value to anyone, let alone themselves, anyone in their family, and the world. Everyone has to pay for their fucking ignorant, evil slavery to patheticness. Energy that costs that humans and life, animals, and the environment has to pay because of primitive humans. You're so fucking poor, you have no value in yourself, that your words and actions make other people suffer, and they have to pay because you are in poverty of value and self-worth and self-love, because you would never do these things if you loved yourself. Because all things that you do to others, you first do to yourself. So self-identity is number one. Okay? Understanding, if you look at this third thing like, oh, I'm the guy that has this car, or this house, or this handbag, or whatever the fuck you want. I don't give a shit. You're so far removed. You're not. You're the soul that inhabits this body that is inside that car. You own nothing. Everything is given to you. You understand? Everything is an option. If you want to waste this much of your life to acquire something temporarily, instead of investing this much of your life to divine wisdom and knowledge and self-mastery to be a fucking god. Just saying, stop playing the game. Because it's all made up by other humans, much more primitive and dumber than you. Maybe not, you're playing the dumb game. Anyway, self-identity and letting go of expectations. That's it. Let go of expectations. No one owes you anything. No one. No one has to do anything you ask, ever. Never. They can say no, they can say nothing at all. You are the problem if you have a problem with that. Understand this. If there is a problem in a situation and other people are involved, and you are fucking removed, and thus those people no longer have any of that existence, then you are thus the problem. Vice versa with another person. If there is nothing but problems because someone else exists in your life and they are the cause of a nagging, low life, blah blah blah, punishing, reacting, pathetic, less than nothing piece of shit, remove them. Or better yet, remove yourself. Because you've got to not let energy vampires suck you dry. And then once they do, they will find you as the problem, because you no longer feed their ego. You no longer are the succubus, the fucking host of the succubuses is sucking them dry. And then once they can't, once the ego has sucked the relationship dry. So here's how it works. The person, is a slave, The evil ego is sucking the energy and life out of them. And that is love. They're sucking the self-love. And then they lose the self-respect. They lose that. Then they get fat, or they become disgusting, or alcoholics, or drug addicts, or whatever. Party trash bags. Whatever it is, they'll just lose it. And it just constantly keeps going and going, until you have no more free will for the ego to suck you dry. You have no more self-love. You have no more self-respect. You're completely worthless. And what happens is, once you are now worthless, you're a husk of the former self, it will use you to suck the fucking life out of everybody around you. And that's why a lot of people in certain genders and certain relationships become a fucking drain on everybody. Everybody in family or relationships just becomes a drain, and they suck the fucking life and make other people suffer, so that the ego, your ego within you, can feed off the suffering of others by your hand, by your actions, even aloof inactions. So what happens in relationships, see, parents get the jollies off of abusing children, and then the children grow up with the same abuse, the same problems, and then they go fuck up their partners, and those partners now have to deal and pay the price of the person before them, the father, the mother, or past partners, and now they have to suffer because that person before them is fucked up. That's fucked up. So in relationships, that person is a husk, just a slave junkie paying the ransom to evil. How it pays its ransom, because it has no value left, is it leeches off others. And it will get in a relationship and it will leech the fuck out of that relationship until that is nothing but a desolate desert hellhole of just suffering and just drama and arguments and just primitive, worthless people. but just, you're a trash. Get yourself cleaned up. And then once the relationship is dead, there is nothing left. You have crossed, it's here and here. You never watch a tennis player fucking cross the other line. You play. You never cross that line. You have no self-respect to cross the line of you and that other person's life. And you're not even supposed to enter the relationship. You're supposed to give energy to the relationship, not fucking take it out of there. But dumb primitive humans. So they suck the energy until the relationship's dead, and they'll hold on a little bit more, and then make sure that the other person is the next victim. They move on. They suck the fucking life out of that last individual until they have nothing, until they are nothing fucking left. They're just worn down. Then that poor fucking victim is the problem. Now the fucking ego junkie slave piece of shit, because they're the ones that create problems, right? Everything's a fucking problem in their eyes. Oh, you're now the problem because I no longer feel good. Before we met, you felt like a worthless piece of shit that wanted to kill yourself and fucking hated yourself your whole life. But when we're together, you know, the dopamine and all that sort of shit. So now I don't feel good. So the only thing that my dumb primitive ego slave brain they come up with is you're the problem. You're the only thing that I can think of. Not the fact that having the fucking cognitive ability to look back on life and say, oh, I've been like this for my whole life. No, you're the fucking problem. Now I've drained the relationship. I've drained you. There's nothing left of either. I'm going to now dump you, smash you as hard as I fucking can. Cheating, just stealing, fucking manipulation, violence, abuse, just the most fucked up shit. The last kick it can get off, the little junkie, and then it moves on to the next one. All the while telling the delusional state of grandeur of their story to everyone around them so that they're not found out for their fucking behavior. Then the next person, they'll pay the, oh, poor me, victim. Sound familiar? Looks familiar, right? This is fucked up. Get yourself out of this situation. Either or either, doesn't matter your position. Okay? Stop being that fucking trash bag. And stop allowing yourself to be used and abused by trash bags. Just cut them out. Cut yourself out of their life. Walk away. Your life is not dependent on the people's inability to fucking human. You're not there to save them. A relationship is for two people to evolve consciously, to be a teammate, to encourage each other, to improve each other, to improve for ourselves, but to improve for the other. But you can never improve for somebody that just fucking loses their shit when you don't do what they want up to their expectations. That's not an encouragement of congratulations, you're doing so well. Yes, you can do this. Look, this shit is dumb, man. You don't want to be doing this stupid shit behavior. Come on, let's go to the gym, let's go meditate, let's stop these negative behaviors. Let's get out of these negative environments. Let's put ourselves in positive ones. And if you can't come and you don't want to leave these negative environments and these negative behaviors, and you won't help me to encourage me to do it, or if you won't come with me, I have to go myself, and I'm going to evolve, and our vibrational frequency won't match. And thus, I'm either going to have to make a choice to stay down with you, low life, sell myself out because you're too poor to self-invest. No. So, yeah, I love y'all, and I think you're gonna be okay. See, what I'm doing is I'm giving you a little bit of insights and information on things that are coming up and my personal experiences and standpoints, because I keep teasing this, but I have a book that's coming out, well, will be coming out. I'm still dealing with that, and a life program. But at the moment, I am just doing this in the way that in capacity I can, with what I can, with where I can, because I'm traveling around so much and just all over the place. So I much appreciate the love, and anyone needs help, I'm actually literally a professional counselor and a life coach and a spiritual guru and personal trainer, and I've been doing this for 17 years. I've been saving people's lives all over the planet. So yeah, reach out. I will be opening my practice soon, and it's just like I said, I divorced and changed countries so much, and like you know having clients here that I've had for a few years, and like sitting down with them and doing that hard work and with them has been a lot of my priority. And family life I haven't seen for 10 years. Yeah. But that's my personal journey. So I'm going to open my therapist practice, my counseling practice soon, and I will, yeah, be allow myself be high, interactable. Not because I keep myself at a fair distance from people when I'm doing some intense personal work, when I'm going through my own thing, or when I'm working on projects and stuff like that. I will, I prioritize my time and my place and my space and my peace. And that's the number one thing, yo. You want to prioritize peace over pleasure, because your body will want to go homeostasis, and pleasure is not homeostasis. It will release suffering so that you come back down to homeostasis. So the more you chase pleasure, the more that your body is going to release serotonin, all these hormones that is going to bring you back down to baseline, because this is unattainable and unsustainable. It's unhealthy. You sit there on caffeine all day and you'll kill your adrenal glands, and you'll kill everything and be dead. You're fucked, and you're just burnt out, and your existence, your life will just. So, peace over pleasure. And that's why inner peace is one of the biggest things that I have over most people on the planet, because I did the work. Spiritual enlightenment works when you dedicate yourself and learn the skill sets of enlightenment and self-mastery to be an elite divine being first. You don't need. You are. You're the most prosperous, happiest person, being, earthling, alien in existence. Richest person in the universe. Wealthiest. So yeah, I suggest you prioritize this as well. For it works. People been talking about it for a really long time. Anyway, peace out. See you in the next one, yo.